Welcome to the Bandano Podcast, where we're calling a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. It was all good just a week ago. Maybe 3 weeks ago, right? WNBA offseason slowly winding down as we're getting into FIBA basketball. Anticipation's building up. We're about to see Caitlin Clark touch the floor again. It's been 8, nearly 9 months since we've seen her hoop. She comes out game 1 against Senegal. Bang, double, 17 points, 12 assists. Game 2 rolls around, and then we think to ourselves, man, we didn't miss this. And what is this? Stephanie White. Caitlin Clark playing off ball. Man, that smells like Stephanie White. Caitlin Clark playing the small forward. And that reeks like Stephanie White. Wait, why is Caitlin Clark the 4 in this lineup? Definitely seems like Stephanie White. Wait, why are we not pushing the pace when Caitlin Clark's in the game? That is very reminiscent of Stephanie White. Stephanie White, we didn't miss you, Stephanie. We missed Caitlin Clark. And then we get news from Scott Agnes following FIBA basketball. Scott, Fever fans. Stephanie White, Tamika Catching, Debbie Antonelli are serving as ESPN game analysts for the women's basketball tournament. Scott just doing his job, hyping up the team. However, that drew quite the backlash. Wait. Stephanie White's not focusing on the offseason? Wait. Stephanie White's not worried about building a roster? Wait. She's not diving into hours of footage about free agents and players overseas? Wait, she's not trying to iron down the specifics of the salary cap so she can build a team going forward? Wait, she is not game planning so when Caitlin Clark sees... Wait a second. And ever since then, it has been a rough 7 days for Stephanie White. Let's get right into it, shall we? Please like the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Stephanie White. Support pours in for Fever coach Stephanie White amid backlash. Indiana Fever fans are rallying behind coach Stephanie White after some intense criticism. The intense criticism? Fans saying, why aren't you paying attention to your team? Wait. On second thought, why is the Indiana Fever brass letting you do this? That makes me a little bit skeptical of the actual organization itself. I mean, I really wouldn't see Bill Belichick or Nick Saban really doing this. I wouldn't see... This is interesting. Let's take a look at this article, shall we? Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White was with Caitlin Clark in San Juan, Puerto Rico, for the FIBA Women's World Cup qualifying tournament earlier this month. While Clark led Team USA as the tournament MVP, White coached the squad on the sidelines. White is an assistant for USA Basketball as part of head coach Kara Lawson's staff. White helped mastermind Team USA's unblemished 5-0 record in the qualifiers as they head into the World Cup in Germany in September as the favorites to win it all. I could have masterminded 5-0 against the competition that Team USA won up. Anybody could have masterminded, hey, yeah, go do your thing. Coach, you sure we don't need to get... Do you guys see who you're playing? You ain't losing these games, just go do your thing. But they actually put plans in. Before that, however, White will need to turn her attention to the upcoming WNBA season in May. White had a successful first season with Indiana in 2025. She led the Fever to a 24-20 campaign, marking their most regular season wins in franchise history. Indiana also won the WNBA's Commissioner's Cup in July before making it to the semifinals during the playoffs. White and the Fever achieved all that despite Clark's absence for the majority of the season. The two-time All-Star was limited to just 13 games in her second season due to multiple soft tissue injuries. Despite their success, more than a few fans are not happy with White's performance as head coach. There is a significant number of Indiana supporters who see her as a problem and want her out heading into the new season. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How fond of you are Stephanie White? Now, this is the thing. I didn't come to watch Caitlin Clark be Sue Bird 2.0. I didn't come watch to see Caitlin Clark be a 15 points, 8 assists, 15 and 10. I didn't come to see that. I came to see the player that I saw in Iowa. And I have so much faith in the player that I saw in Iowa that I think that game can translate to the WNBA, and if a coach embraces that style of play, they can still win here in the WNBA. I still think Caitlin Clark could be a 25-12 player as long as her coach allows her to be that. You don't think Caitlin Clark can drop 25 consistently in this league? She can, as long as her coach allows it. She could drop 12 assists easily in this league, as long as her coach doesn't take the ball out of her hands religiously. As long as the coach is saying, hey, you sit in the corner. Hey, you set off-ball screens. Hey, slow down the tempo. As long as the coach says, hey, here's the ball in your hand. I didn't come to see Stephanie White's watered-down, slow, methodical offense. I came to watch Caitlin Clark Kent play superhero basketball. Her skill is that many levels above the rest that she can take her, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, play Caitlin Clark's style of basketball, the same style we saw in the second half of a rookie season, and lead the team to a WNBA Finals. I came for that. I want that. I don't think I'm alone when I say I want that. From my experience, at least. If some fans want to see Caitlin Clark just, 17-10, no, okay. You just want to see Caitlin Clark score 17 a game, get 10 assists, be my guest. I want to see Caitlin Clark drop 25 a night. I don't want her coach to take her feet out from under her. I don't want her coach to see her hit 3 straight threes and say, nope, don't take a fourth. I don't want to see a coach get frustrated when she tries to pass that's never been done full court. I don't want to see her coach get angry when she tries to thread the needle because the coach couldn't see that as a player herself. I want to see Caitlin Clark hoop. I want to see Caitlin Clark ball out. And I don't know if Stephanie White, I doubt Stephanie White. I don't think Stephanie White is the coach that will allow that. It's just me. Cody Banks. I knew I wasn't alone on this. The majority of the Fever fan base can see the obvious. Coach White is the problem. Damn. To be fair, it's her asking with Kelly and Amber. I wish the ownership team would recognize the problem. These ladies are hurting, not helping CC and the Fever squad. Now, this is a poll from Courtside Media. I believe this is Courtside Junkie's account. I could be wrong, but I believe Courtside Media is actually Courtside Junkie. Go follow Courtside Junkie if you don't already. Go subscribe to him if you aren't already. The poll says, we go live tonight between 5 p.m. and 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. to talk about this, since this is a big topic with Fever fans. It will be an open panel, so you come up and tell your pros and cons. We have to break this down. All opinions welcome. Let's get to the bottom of this. Kelsey needs to go. Kelsey needs to stay. Kelsey is not the problem. It's Stephanie White. Don't know. I'm undecided. 57% said Kelsey's not the problem. It's Stephanie White. Why are they saying this? Because they saw that Caitlin and Kelsey could coexist as long as the coach is not Stephanie White. Caitlin and Kelsey can coexist, both putting up absurd numbers. Caitlin Clark doing the Caitlin Clark thing that we saw at Iowa. But we didn't really get to see that last year with Stephanie White. Even in the few games that Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell played together, the 13 games. We didn't really see that. We saw that with Crazy Size. 57% want Kelsey to think Stephanie White is the problem. Fever fans defending this poll. The good news for White is that there is also a strong contingent of fans who have come to her defense. Support has poured in for the former WNBA Coach of the Year amid the unwanted backlash. Can't imagine coaching a team that lost half its players to injury, including your biggest star player, winning a Commissioner's Cup, and getting within an inch of the finals only to be called the problem. I get people not liking her style of offense or not thinking CC is a good fit. I don't see how you frame her as a bad coach, though. That's the problem of a lower percentage of the Fever fan base. It's sad they just take turns to blame other teammates, blame coaches. It is not healthy. Being a fan should not only be when your team is winning or your fave is winning. It's staying 100% regardless. Everybody mad because of playing CC off ball and taking the ball out of her hands. But if you are the coach and you know she's injured, that's the call you have to make. She was just trying to protect CC. Well, just trying to protect CC, you wouldn't have marched her out there when her quad wasn't fully healed during the offseason. You wouldn't have marched her out there when her quad wasn't fully healed during the regular season. You wouldn't have marched her out when her groin wasn't fully healed during the regular season. You wouldn't have done that if you actually looked out for her and tried to protect her. It's insane calling Stephanie White a bad coach. It's just factually untrue. You can like or dislike her style of play, but that's different than judging her skills as a coach. I'm even sure that she's totally wrong about how she wants the team to play. Whenever Coach White is tried, true, and trusted, why? That doesn't make sense to me. Tried, true, and trust. How? These folks obviously have nothing else to do but stir the pot. Stir the pot. The Fever staff, coaches, roster, and organization are solid. This is going to be an amazing season. Why can't true fans just trust the process, point it out, or read it? Despite the outpouring of support, there are still a fair number of fans who are adamant that White is just not the right fit for Clark, the Fever's cornerstone superstar. Clark is now healthy and is expected to make a lot of noise in 2026. It will now be very interesting to see how far they can go this season with White still at the helm. Now, the fact that they're now writing articles about the fan chatter regarding Stephanie White, I could have not seen this last year, but I think this is a first. I think this is a first that it's gotten out there in the atmosphere that now news outlets are like, oh, I need to talk about this. Oh, I need to write about, oh, I didn't realize that this was actually taking place. Oh, very interesting to see how this season will play out. Again, I was watching Chick Stick Scar Sports. Yeah, they might win a championship, but it might be in spite of Stephanie White, because Caitlin Clark's that damn good, and not because of Stephanie White, because Stephanie White's that good. Again, I have faith in Caitlin Clark's abilities. Let CC be CC. That's what I came to see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.